Yep.
There's a very simple goal for you there, is to get this across, turn the corner, start, see it sneak over onto the elbow. Yeah. I get back up here. Now I'm going to start punching the neck. Yeah. Right. Okay. You start playing around inside here, and that's when all the magic happens. That's when this arm's going to start coming out. Yeah. So chokes elicit more of an emotional response than arm locks, because it's your airway, it's near your face, and the person's trying to choke you unconscious, which is never nice. All right, so you're in here and you're messing around like this, and she's going to defend it. Don't let me choke it. Look, see, then back on the collar. Keep going. Chasing this collar. I'm going to get this collar. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. Oh, I'm getting closer to the back now. Oh. Good defense. Keep going. Oh, oh, back around on the other side now. Start going in, see? And you start, you're doing great so far, right? Okay? But you can feel pressure. You're like, man, this person's like, it feels like I've got eight arms attacking you from these different angles, and you're not quite sure. It's kind of very overwhelming, right? Because you're like, this person's not quite on my back, they're sort of on the side. And again, Marcelo Garcia made a big splash in the jiu-jitsu competition scene. And I don't know if he said it or somebody, one of my coaches picked it up, but I heard or noticed that what makes him unique is like everybody is looking at the same thing. Everybody is looking at what to do from the guard, what to do from side control, what to do from the mount. Whereas he looks in between positions, more at transitions, and sit on weird angles. And I found I do a similar thing, so jump on your back. So from side control, I don't get many compliments, but I get compliments about my side control. And so what I found very early on, especially as I dropped a lot of weight and started keep fighting the same giant dudes, if I sit in side control, you have a plan, because you've learned what to do when someone's in side control. And if I'm in north-south, you get taught what to do from north-south. Well, what do you do when I sit halfway between them? It's neither of those two things. It's neither of those, and you're like lost because no one's taught you what to do on this odd angle. That's neither of those two things. Yeah, and it gives me access to both of them very easily, and I'm a little bit further away from the legs, which is not bad, and I'm nice and close to the neck, which is good. So working and thinking about things that happen between the positions, the transitions are very important. And it's easy as a beginner to like go, what do I do from the guard? Like this person in front of me, me facing them. But it's very much like boxing, the angles are the technique. Yeah, I think people can often get wrapped up in like, they don't look at jiu-jitsu in the same way. I mean, me having done so many different martial arts, you know, all my life, that when I came to jiu-jitsu, I can kind of see aspects of other arts in it that are not being explained in that way. Like it's just like pull the arm across and do this step, 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 which is fine. But I think that people are kind of a lot of the time missing out on the concepts that drive the success of that movement. Like what's the underlying principle of the movement? And it's misalignment. Yeah. Or in boxing, like making angles so you can hit people and they can't hit you, which you'd normally do with footwork. But here we're doing the same thing. Instead of, we're just on the ground instead of being standing. You know, if I was standing in front of her, she was taller because her head's above me and intimidating and stuff like that. Then like I definitely wouldn't want to exchange with the person here. Yeah, right. I would want to be around the corner somehow and get to. And the good thing about ground fighting and grappling in general is that once you make an angle and then a connection, the person can't change their angle again. If we were standing, stand up. If we were standing, put your fist up, right? And when I step this way, you step that way. I'm like, how am I supposed to get behind her? Every time I step, she steps. I'm like, if only I could grab her yeah? And then once I grab her, front on, then I can start sneaking to the side. And now you've got to turn back to facing me again. See, once my knee's behind her here like this, and I'm starting to sneak towards her back, it's hard for her to make that up because now there's no space. The space allows for her to be able to change with me. So seeing the guard is exactly the same thing. But when I'm here like this, yeah, I'm trying to change my angle.
Yeah.
Here like this, around the corner and close. Really tricky for her to do much about it.
Very good.
Cool.